Hey guys, it's JB here, and I'd just like to say a sincere thank you to every single one of you that has subscribed. We're now at nearly 600 subscribers. Just looking at the live counter right now, we're at 595 subscribers. That is just mind-boggling to me that so many people would subscribe. I honest to God would never have thought I would, get past 200 subscribers, but I have. And that's just amazing for me to see. I really do like it that the community really is helping me here, and it really does show that you guys really do love these videos. Like on the last one of these we did, we currently have over 1,000 views, 18 comments, nearly 440 likes, and 2 downvotes. Yep, so that's it. I have finally got my first 2 haters. Gotta love them haters. Shout out to the haters. Honestly though, haters, well, people may think they're assholes. I think in a way they're quite useful, because they're going to be blunt with you. They're not going to care about your feelings, and they're going to tell you exactly what's wrong with your video, which I know to some people is a bit, they don't like it. But to me, it's kind of like you're giving me exactly what I want to know, what I'm doing wrong and what I can improve, which is exactly what I need. So enough about all that, I guess. Let's get into this video. It's a 20-minute video because it's celebrating 500 subscribers. I know it's been quite a long time in the making between the first and the second part. I know people didn't exactly like it taking a month. But here we are with the third part now in this series. And I really honestly hope you enjoy it. The recorded voice came on again. The wristbands also have GPS. You go into a police station and you go boom. There is only one way to get those wrist things off, and that's not to have a heartbeat. I thought, GPS. I looked closer at the wristbands. This is bad. We might as well be deer tied to a tree with a ravenous tiger around us. Mark, I can make the car look like it's anywhere, but these bands, it's... with them on, there's no point. They know exactly where we are. Alex, so what can we do, Mark? Mark, you heard him. No heartbeat or no arm. Alex, what do you mean? Mark, our best bet is to fool the wristbands by stopping our pulse. Alex, what do you mean? We can use the belts to stop the blood flow into our wrists. That will fool the wristband into thinking we have no pulse, and with any luck, come off. Back at the house. Hunter, take off that Freddy Krueger mask thing, it looks ridiculous. Frank, piss off, Hunter. I wear what I want. Hunter, fuck you. Hunter yelled to one of the men. Hey Sam, did they fall for it? Sam, oh yes, he thinks he has control over what we see in here, but he only hacked our dummy circuit board. Hunter, good. What have they gotten up to? Sam, they found a way to get the wristbands off. Hunter, ha, good. He's doing well, but not good enough for us. Sam, do you think you will pass? Hunter, I don't know. Back at the car. Mark, okay. I pulled the car over. I took my belt off and wrapped it around my arm. We have to wait, I said. We wait till our arms develop pins and needles. Then, just as I thought my arm was going to fall off, the wristband came off. We put them outside the car and sped off after we took the belts off our arms. I knew something was wrong. There's something not right here, I said. What? Alex asked. It's too easy, I said. What do you mean? He said. It doesn't make any sense. They tell us the one way to remove their advantage over us. Why? That makes no sense. Maybe they're not that good, he said. Or what I hacked was a dummy board, designed to give us a false sense of security. He pulled over and checked the car with a flashlight and found nothing. It looks clear, but there could be a bug anywhere in this car. We need to get a new one, I said. Alex asked, so we could still be listened to? Yes, I said. This is bad, Alex said. I know. We definitely need to ditch this car, he said. Okay, we keep driving. I know a place where we can get a new car. We kept driving for 3 hours. We pulled off onto an old dirt road. We drove for about 10 minutes. We came to this old, dilapidated building. Mark took out a radio thing out of his pocket. He said Lima Charlie 2070-20. Nothing. Then 80-70-60 came over the radio. He replied with 20-30-70. The wall moved down like something out of James Bond. We drove into the large, pristine warehouse. We got out of the car. Jake, how are you? Jake replied with, Agent, what are you doing here? We have a slight problem with this car. I think it's bugged. Everywhere there's a bit of space. I need to get rid of it. Fine. There's a Mercedes waiting in Hangar 2. We walked to an elevator and descended 2 levels. The car was being moved up to us by a robotic arm. We got into the car. The arm brought us up to the ground floor. We drove out the front after the wall came down. We got back on the road. Okay. We have the upper hand now. They have no way to track us, listen to us, or spy on us. Back at the house. Sam... he didn't listen very well, did he? We should teach him a lesson about cheating. Hunter, where's the controls? Sam, Nick has them. Ah! What the hell? The steering, it locked. It was like there was a robot pushing against everything I tried to do with the steering wheel. It started trying to turn into a wall. Throw out the guns now. Alex threw out the guns. Now jump! I grabbed my bag at the last second. We all jumped out of the car. We watched as it sped along, shot off the road, and exploded as it hit a concrete barrier. Fuck, we all said simultaneously. The car caught on fire and started burning. This is bad. This changes everything. We can't trust anyone except each other. Alex looked at me. What do you mean? I said, this means I can't trust any of my contacts. This is bad. We started walking into the tree line. We need to keep moving, I said. After an hour and a half, we stopped for a break. I opened my bag and took out all the parts of my sniper rifle and assembled them. I looked around and went off to hunt something. I went maybe 2 kilometers north. I looked down and I could see the car. I put the scope of my sniper rifle to my shoulder and looked through the scope. They were cleaning up what was left of the car. I put the silencer on. Although it looked like the sharp part of a needle and it was just as thin, it would, with any luck, attach itself to the body if I aimed it correctly. I lined up the shot, factored in the wind, and took the shot. It landed perfectly in the back seat. This would make it easy to find out where this car was being taken, and possibly wherever the hell these guys had their base at. As I was watching, a woman rolled up in her car. She rolled down the window and asked one of the guys something, probably about the crash. He shot her straight in the head. Didn't even think, just raised the gun and took the shot. They took her out of her car and put it in the car we were just in. Straight in the driver's seat. Left the car to burn. It must have been at least 2 hours I waited. Then, after the car was, well, burned to ash with her body in it, they got in her car, started the engine, and just drove away in it like nothing was wrong. It was like we were never there. Like they were never there. It was weird, knowing that her family would probably never know that she didn't crash, she was murdered. Her body was burned. There was no chance they would ever work out what was wrong. They'd probably never work out what happened. They'd think she just lost control of the car and it crashed. Her family would never know the truth. I decided just to forget about the car and finish getting something for dinner. It took me about 2 hours, but I managed to get about 4 rabbits. I brought them back to Alex and Mom. I started a little fire, the way they do it in the military. Dig 2 holes, connect them at the bottom. Immense heat, very little light, very little smoke. I spit roasted them, just on the open flame. It wasn't the nicest meal I've ever had, but definitely better than nothing. I stayed up for first watch. Nothing really happened. There wasn't really much sound. It was quite weird. It was like the whole forest was silent. No owls, no birds, just silence. Eventually it was Alex's turn to take watch. I passed him over the rifle. Just sat down and fell asleep. Back at the house, 3 a.m. Hunter. It's 3 a.m. Let's move. Frank. This should be good. We got into the car and set off to the last known location. Frank, do you think he'll become 47? Hunter. I don't know. As I've told you before, he shows promise, but you know how it is. Promise doesn't make any promises in this line of work. You of all people should know this. Hunter. Start stage 3. Frank. You have them? Hunter. Yes, here. Hunter gave Frank a black box. You remember how to use them? Frank. Yes. One to the head. Back at the forest. It was 3 a.m. when I woke up. I got up the rest of the family. We started moving further into the forest. We need to be even more careful now. They're coming for us. Our 24 hours are up. Keep these AKs in your hands at all time. Don't put them down unless you absolutely have to, I said. We have around 19 hours of a head start on them. We need to keep moving and stay off the roads. We don't want to be seen. No doubt they have people watching. We kept moving for around 4 hours. I saw a deer in the distance. I said stop softly, as not to spook the deer. I took out my sniper rifle and assembled it. I lined up the shot, hit the deer square in the head. We walked around the 700 meters to the deer. Clean headshot as always. I took out my hunting knife and cut the deer into nice large steaks. I put the pieces into large plastic bags and then put it into my bag. We'll have at least 4 days worth of food to work with, but water, there we have an issue. We don't have much of it. We kept moving, trying to find water. I thought of something. Did either of you bring your phones? Alex said yes. Mom did as well. You're not going to like this, but we have to destroy them, or... Actually, I have a better idea. We still have 13 hours left. In that time, we can tie them to an animal and let them track that. We keep moving for around 2 hours when we saw a rabbit. I set up a little trap, waited, and about half an hour later we had a rabbit. Well, that wasn't too hard now, was it? I got the rabbit by the bottom 2 legs, took it out of the trap, put the rabbit against the ground and held it there, while Alex got out some tape from my bag. I taped the 2 phones to the rabbit, making sure not to over tighten the tape and hurt the rabbit. The longer this rabbit lives, the longer they can track it. I let it go. The second I took my hand off the rabbit's back, it sped off into the trees, heading north. We kept heading east. After about 2 hours, we took a break. I again dug 2 holes, connected them at the bottom, put some food in there, and started cooking. It tasted really good after a long morning of hiking through this forest. We finished eating and kept moving until dark. They slept again while I kept watch. After about 6 hours, I again woke up Alex. We switched places. In the morning, we all got up and kept moving until we came to a mountain. We started to climb it to get a good look at where we were and where we needed to go. On our way up the hill, 2 shots rang out, hitting Alex and Mom straight in the head. I got down and rolled the whole way down the hill in just shock. Beside the mountain. "Nice shot," said Hunter, looking through the binoculars. "Thanks," said Frank. "Hunter, let's move." Frank put the car into gear and started driving. "How do you think he'll deal with this?" "Hunter, we have to hope those bulletproof clothes we have on can take whatever he has in that sniper rifle, because he's not going to be hiding now. The only reason he was hiding was to protect his mother and brother, and we've just killed them. He'll be coming straight for us now, and he knows how to track us. If he catches us out in the open before we get back to base, he's going to surely kill both of us with ease. We need to get our asses back to that base before he can get anywhere near us. Frank, will I order the hit for stage 4? Hunter, yes. If he manages to take them out, then we reveal all. I'm gonna go for 10 days to fulfill a job of the usual kind. When I'm back, I expect a full report. Back at the hill, Mark, 2 headshots. In a way, I guess this was gonna happen eventually. At least it was quick and painless. But now they've killed my family. Now I have nothing to hide. Now, just come for them. Take every last one of them out. Let them despair and wonder which one I'll take out next. I started towards the road to get a new car. 10 days later. Hunter, brief me. What's he been up to? Frank. He's used 16 different cars. Quite impressive that law enforcement isn't onto him yet. He's taken all the money out of the card. It's been through more offshore accounts than we can track. His credit cards have not been used once, and he's killed more deer. 2 to be precise, and 6 rabbits. He's also onto the hitman. Mark, I was watching the agent stalking me, making sure to leave a fake trail for him to follow. This agent was sloppy. From what I worked out, he's some stupid hitman from a private company, clearly used to people having no idea there was a hit on them. This would make it easy. He'll have absolutely no idea what's coming for him. He was following a man that I found in a nightclub. I gave him the card from those men at the house. I'd left about 15k on the card, told him the PIN number. The hitman fell straight for it. While sloppy, the hitman knew how to make things look like an accident, but clearly wasn't too smart. He hadn't worked out that it wasn't me he was following. He was following completely and utterly the wrong person, and he didn't even have any idea. I guess tonight I'll just shoot him in the head.